5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey YouTubers and friends, welcome to Flashing Your Pants as Marvin Live. Hey YouTubers and friends, how are all of you doing tonight? I hope you all are well and weather's not too bad in your area. I know there was a big storm to the north, Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Mitten, Upper Peninsula, Ontario, all the way that way. We got some rain. Quite a bit of rain and some wind. Who's all in the house tonight? Tonight I'm using StreamYards. I have a couple paid versions, one for Marvin Reactions and one for Flashing Your Pan. It's a very simple live streaming platform, web-based, for those wanting to give live streaming a try. I love it. I love being here with all of you and whatnot. I think there's a link down in the description if you're interested. Check it out. Sign up. Would help me out a little. But first and foremost, I want to thank a person I work with. He might even be lurking. He might even say hi in the chat. He's talked in the chat before during Morgan Dollar razzes and stuff. It's Jack Frank, a guy I work with. I would call him a friend of mine. I think we're friends. I hope we're friends. I like him. I like his whole family. But Jack, he gets in on my Morgan razzes and he watches quite a bit. Maybe he watches the show. I like him. He's a really good guy, great family. But he's was really cool and turned me on to a surround sound system for my PC and got a cool controller for it for my it's a nice setup. New keyboard's a lot quieter than my old ones. A new mouse, or new to me, old to him. He don't have his gaming system anymore, and he turned on a bunch of stuff to me. I'm really liking it, Jack. Thank you, my friend. Would like to say hi to my friend Nailed It Detecting and his other half, Ohio Metal Maven and Jersey Ray Diggs. Now, if B3 Relic Recovery shows up, we probably have all of Team PG5 in the house. My friend Jim from Cottonwood Trails. That's a gold camp south of Greensburg, Indiana. I've been there once, been there nowhere near enough, or as much as I even would like to. There's garnets to be found there from some outstanding fossils, and once in a while native artifacts. Judy and I actually found a Dina point on his gold camp there in south of Greensburg, Indiana. It's a pay to dig spot. Camping's free. I believe there's quite a bit of outings there. Prospecting Buddy's been there. I know a lot of other events have taken place there. I went down there for an event a few years ago when our good friend Dennis, we called him the Polak, a great guy, God rest in peace, brother. We lost him a couple years back from his battles. But Jim's a good guy. He has a great setup down there. I'm sure it's a lot of improvement since I've been down there. Yeah, Greensburg chapter of GPAA, I believe it is, out of Greensburg area, central chapter of the GPAA, I believe it is. Thomas Folks is involved there, and Jeffrey. They have meetings there and get-togethers and outings. Jim has all kinds of his own outings. I was there for an Oktoberfest. Was a good time. I'm gonna get down there again, Jim. Tin Man, how are you doing, Willie? Good to see you. Can Do Vet, HD Shovel, Ed, and Gemstone Judy. Heath Dottie, how are you doing? Terry, Grease Monkey. I saw Vicky and Ryan in here from my friends from up in Maine. Digging with Deej is here, and Liz from Digging Connect. Hello, Liz. Black Mass Pater, Jonathan Friend, how are you doing? Jersey Ray Diggs, my sister of another mother. Along with hello, Liz again. The only creator I know that has sent me Havana cigars. Mwah! Absolutely fabulous. Hope you and Mr. Canuck and Canuck Jr. are doing well, Liz. Outdoor Wally, good to see you, Wally. Another neighbor from New York, along with Heath Dottie. Terry's from Indiana, I believe. Grease Monkey's from Illinois. Top Notch, Randy Scotty Tony, otherwise known as Indiana Gold Getter Scotty, is in the house. He must be driving. Drive safe, my friend. A friend I got to meet and wasn't on the stream though, but we did meet over at Otis Ferris's house with Spider Ace Prospecting, Secret Creek Prospecting. Great guy. Thanks for being here. Friend from back home, Washington. Brewers Prospecting. One day too, I'll meet you on the river or at the compound or somewhere. Somewhere I'll meet you, Jeff. Who else is here? I think that's about it. I know Deej commented on the live chat a long time ago, and then Deej Jersey Ray did. Chris, Yeti Mountain Prospecting. That's someone I would have loved to been able to meet. I was only like 30 minutes away from him, I guess, driving back from California. But, that rental car was expensive. And we had a deadline. I'll meet you too someday too, Chris. It's good to see all of you. Thank you for stopping in. And yes, this year, Flash Bash 2023 is off the books. I've had a pretty hectic year, quite a bit of hardship, 2 trips that I had to take, and then quite the fiasco with Southwest Airlines over Christmas. And usually with Flash Bash, I'm thinking about it by the time the last events were over. And I was already thinking about the next year. It's not a hunt dig event. It's like the very first one we did. HD Shovelhead and Judy's been to a couple, but it was a gathering of golden friends, which turned into which were mostly creators, and then turned into a gathering of friends and treasure. And we had it on last year, and when it was collaborated with East Coast Prospecting, we had it at Black Sands, which I like the place. It's on a beautiful stream. There's things to do there. Deej found a bottle dump for the old brewery, and B. Higgles found a very nice ring in the local kitty tot lot playground. And the year before that, Gathering of Golden Friends was the first year we had it. Then the year after that, we had it at the OSPA Norris lease, where I actually subleased the lease from them for the weekend, and had some really good sponsors there and a great show up. It sold out, and even those on the waiting list, who canceled, it was taken up in the waiting list. The next year after that was at the Double D, another OSPA lease that I sublet for the weekend, and they've all been great show-ups, and I greatly appreciate it and love meeting everyone that joined. That year we had actual viewers, and I don't even think they had channels yet come to that one. A lovely couple, Ellsworth, him and his family came with 3 beautiful daughters that are challenged. I forget what their challenge is, but they're beautiful kids, but they're challenged. Very special indeed. And some others. That year, Digging with Deej and Detection Connection was there. Got to meet them. Broke their cherries on Gold Prospecting, I believe, and I believe they both really enjoyed it. Hey, how you doing, Ed? Dano, Missed you, brother. Miss you on the show. Would have loved to been able to get on the creek with you when you went. Looks like you had a good time. Go with Patrick. Couldn't really tell from the video and text, and I couldn't hear the name. I don't want to do a ticker. I didn't have the chat up. Chat up in StreamYards. I have it up there and I have it up over there. But I want to look at you and not be looking at the chat. That'd be awesome, Jersey Ray. I really need to get out on the stream soon with some good friends, Dano. Hint, hint. Let me know. Keep in touch. I'm not always in our, as you know, I'm not as active in the Cali group text, because usually when I really look at my phone, there are 30, 50, 80, 100 comments in it, and I just feel like too late to the party to hop in. I read them all, though. Some nice stuff from our brothers out on the West Coast in the Motherlode, finding some nice gold and stuff. But oh, Chris Price, cool. I want to get back to Picker Hollow too, but for JJ Land, that I like that place. Yeah, it looked good, and it was a beautiful weekend. It is a time issue, my friend, or a money issue. It's a mixture. It's a mixture. It's a mixture on that, Jim. It's a mixture. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you, sister. Kane. It's an issue of both. Some financial issues with our trips to California and my trip to Washington, my mom dying. I didn't get the ball rolling when I should have. For sponsors, usually for sponsors, we have ipanforgold.com that always gives a tremendous pay dirt. Then DreamMat has always been there for us, and last year we have Kenai Gold and Vendetta and so many others. My friends over at relicsrecoverist.com and the Naughty Dog Treasures channel, along with Relics Recoverist, her channel, and Crazy Lamp Lady. They were a great contributor last year. Getting, anyone who's Jim, getting together events, there's a lot of involved. Talking to people, figuring out logistics, properties. I like Black Sands. I think a lot of things are convenient. But I'd love to have it down at Cottonwood Trails, but then my logistics is even farther. And then there's the price issues. I really liked how we did it last year with the burgers and stuff, and the dinner. Is it supper out here or dinner? Lunch, supper. Where I'm from, breakfast, lunch, dinner. But when we had the burger dinner and did our drawing, got the group picture and moving picture at that time, I thought it was great. Dano and Jesse and Chris from Gold Prospector helped out tremendously on years earlier with breakfast. Dano did a great job on breakfasts and stuff. But, the Carolina boys, and JP's Corner and JP Bars happens at Flash Bash. People want to sleep in a little after they've been socializing and getting to know everybody and partying a little bit. Flash Bash is family friendly. Chris brings his family and others, but you know how it is. You got this camp, and others are camp jumping, and some are. It's a great time. You just have to be there to experience it. Yes, lately, Jersey Ray, certainly have. Yeah, this year it's canceled. Uh, it's gonna always be the first weekend in June. It will be around after Father's Day weekend and before or after Fossack. Well, June 1st after Labor Day, Memorial Day weekend. Blonde. Robinson Prospecting has been a sponsor of this last one. We have the owner of Black Sands in the house, Getty S2. How you doing, Gary? Good to see you. Campsite, I always got the best camp spot. That's why your campsite 419, I believe, right? Do you really read, or is that a green screen behind you? This is a green screen behind me, and you know it. But yes, I do read. I do most of my literature online now, but I do have quite a few books on coins and tokens and history and prospecting. And if you would have saw my old library out west, I had at least 1,000 maps, topographical maps, bedrock maps, glacial maps, maps up the wazoo from old to new, maps. I love maps. There's so much information on maps. They're great. Now, like I said, I really like Black Sands. You have a GPAA, 2 GPAA leases, one right upstream and one a mile away, roughly a mile out of Butler. But I wasn't sure about what to charge and how much food would be. And I wasn't able yet to get a hold of somewhere for property. So it's a place issue, it's a financial issue, it's the time issue, because it's always going to be the same weekend. It's always going to be the first weekend in June. Next year, it will be the first weekend in June. So, and so on and so forth, and so on. Blah, blah, blah. and so on and so forth, and you know what I mean. Right, right, right. You know what I mean. Get a little music in here. Don't want it too loud. Don't want it too soft. But I feel like a little music in the background. Paying for it, so might as well use it. So let me see. Let's start raising now. So next year will be the Flash Bash to remember. I like to think they're always a Flash Bash to remember. I do have several Flash Bash playlists on my channel. This cold is breaking my ass. Need to go lay down. Love you. Hope you get better soon, Rach. Thanks for hopping in. I might have to, Graveyard. I do need to talk to Jim about the one you guys were telling me about on the 18th through 20th or 21st. I guess Veteran will be down there around that time. This is going to be at Cottonwood Trails. I want to make it down to that on the 20th of May that weekend, the 18th through the 21st. Cottonwood Trails is about 3.5 hours from me, maybe more, maybe 4. Chris, B3 Relic Recovery, how are you doing? That's in July. This year, I'd love to make it. But I ate up a week's vacation for this year, last year, because of Southwest Airlines. They reimbursed us pretty much everything we asked for, which was good, except my wages. My lost wages they would not cover. Yes, they are, sis. Yes, they are. Team PG5 is all here. Greatly appreciate you, sis. Love you, sis. You know you always have a room here. And I hope you get better. You're always in my thoughts and prayers, along with my LBPA brothers. All of you are always in my thoughts and prayers too, no matter how far things happen. Just need to have an open line of communication. DB! Ringo! Yeah, but next year, it's gonna be on. I'll do it next year. I just gotta do it wiser than in the past. Even though I had a great time. Gold Prospectors' mother made a killer cake. Too bad the ants got to it. It was awesome. It looked awesome. I bet you I could find it and show it to you, but it was awesome. I think I'll look for it and see if I can. Because I think I have it in my Google Pictures. But it was totally awesome. Great creators, you know. Channels get to network and everything else, and great time. Going back, oh yeah. Here's some pictures from last year. But, yeah. One of J.P. Lonzamore's dog. I forget which dog that is, but which dog is that? I'm so terrible with names. No. Try and use my new mouse. And there's JP's Lonzamore at his compound. And we're at Black Sands. It's a donation-based campground. Owner's a great guy and a good friend of mine, of ours and Flash in Your Pan. He also sells collectibles and knickknacks and stuff, and has river access and has been improving the place a lot. Keep up the great work, my friend. And there's the Mrs. JP and the Bulldogs. We have our friend Rose, Treasure Vixen, and Rose Knows Treasure. Rose Knows Treasure, is that her new channel? I have it in on my profile. And John Wolf Prospecting came all the way down from Texas, or all the way up from Texas to join us. And the Carolina boys, of course. John was the last guy to leave. He wouldn't leave until I got my dredge wet, or he was going to threaten to tell everyone that I was like Tim Grimes, our friend from Prospectors Radio. We had him on last Tuesday. But John Wolf, great guy, met him a couple of times. Then there's Can Do veteran from Michigan, along with a good friend and Team PG5 member, B3 Relic Recovery, which he'll be on next Tuesday night. And we're going to be pushing his book, but it's not yet available. And unfortunately, I don't know if he's set up pre-order yet. But he has a book coming out. Our friend Chris from B3 Relic Recovery. There's Rose again with John over at the JP's camp. There's our friend Sakai. Then back in the distance is the B3 Relic Recovery camp. With some more of JP's. Looks like Chris, King Prospector, over there dredging on his 2-inch. Picture of the beach right there. The access is kind of steep, but Gary's put in some nice steps and stuff, and always making improvements. Some swings out. I believe that was Heather, my friend Robert Dupati's other half. Speaking of Robert Dupati, there he is right there. He was dredging with his 4-inch over there by the island. Another picture of him. Some more. Not sure if this was the first day or the last day. There's some of the trash that we pulled out of the river, the prospectors, dredgers, and whatnot, and detecting around. There's the winner of the Apex that was sponsored by Relics Recovery. Jocelyn, Elizabeth, and Drew, two good friends of mine. Mitch. Oh, sorry, Mitch. I don't remember your channel name. Oh, no. I'm bad. I'd have to look back. But go through there. Oh, and this was a great time. Here, I need to turn off this music. Sorry about the camera work. I'm an amateur. Can you hear it? I call Mark Miller, Music Man Mark Miller, also known as The Asylum with Mark Miller. Great guy. Can you hear it? I should be sharing the... Ugh. Boy, I sounded terrible. Don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, but... Oh. Sorry, JP. No sound? It should be sharing it. I could have swore I shared it. Yeah, share tab audio. Maybe that's why. Let's... try and get used to this. Can you hear it now?
So, come on now, we got to turn around. Maybe you can wake the bubble beer. There ain't no better place in this whole world. Medicine on there.
Can you hear it?
Flash, flash,
All the things will all be there.
flash, flash,
Ain't no better time to do. Flash,
flash.
that is
And there's the picture of everyone that was at last year's Flash Bash.
Church, flash, flash.
I wanted to get into the picture, so I decided to film it.
Church.
But there it is again. Great group of people. Everyone that came again, it's means a lot to me. Then
These are my people.
all the new people.
This is where I come from.
All the people that I met for the first time that year, it was great too. And again, big shout out to the owner of the property. I'm proud to call him my friend too. But yeah, we had pretty much everyone there is a YouTuber for the most part this past year. Great time, great time. Oh, and there's what Gold Prospectors Mom made for us last year. Unfortunately, the ants got them. But, yeah. That's the first day when people are just starting, not even rolling in yet. Mark and, oh shoot. They rolled in, first ones rolled in, I believe. Then started rolling in. Oh, yeah, that's it. But it was a great time, and I love them so much, and I like doing it. There'll be another one next year, for sure, for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is a nice place. It's a nice place. It isn't really big, but it's a nice place. It definitely accommodates the size of a group that I want to host. I don't want 250, 500 people there because I want to meet everybody and I want to have time with everybody and I want to get to know everyone that comes. Hi, MJ. You did see, yes, you did see Flash Bash 23, but this year, Flash Bash is been put on the back burner. It has been canceled for the summer. And people have talked to me about maybe doing 2 a year, but that won't happen this year at all. But there will be a Flash Bash next year. And you never know. There might even be 2 next year. Flash Bash, the gathering of friends and treasure hunters, gathering of the treasure. There's always the Rusty Magnets event. I'm sorry, MJ, but we'll have it first weekend in June of 2024. We'll have it, and this time this year should be a lot better. Welcome to start coming May 31st, and we'll be there. It will be the June 1st and 2nd, that weekend next year. Got a couple places I'm really interested in. One is where I had it this year and had the very first one. The next one depends on what kind of agreement Jim and I can come up with. We'll go from there. So, Mason metal detecting. How are you doing, young man? But definitely That'd be nice. I'll let you know next time I'm in Washington, MJ. There'll be people that will know. Iron Antler, good to see you, James. Hello, Beauty, if you're close by. But I know Iron Antler and some others has an event coming up. I believe might be in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. I know Grandma Kelly drove out from Washington last year, so she also went to JP's birthday bash, which I really want to get down to this year. Be at Thermal City for his birthday and first anniversary bash. I would have loved to make it last year, but last year was kind of hectic for me. I had to be on the alert and had to be able to head out west at any given time. From M.A. Lyman, he having a live stream. I'm closing on 3.3 acres at Pimento Farm. Nice. That's over in, you were talking about moving towards Republic, right? Oh, Republic. Beautiful Republic. I believe it's still part of the Okanagan. Or is it in Stevens County? I forget. But beautiful part of Washington, if I remember right. May 27th and 28th, 2-day collab with the Rusty Magnets in Wisconsin to raise money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. There will be magnet fishing and metal detecting. Everyone is welcome. Where at, James? Between Yakima and Ellensburg. Good area. I like the dry side of the Cascade. Lawrence, how are you doing tonight? Now, is there camping? Is there camping available, or do you have camping close by, lodging close by? I'm sure there is. We'll have to get you on, come up on an open line Tuesday here in March. Yeah, our open line Tuesday in March, James. You could talk about this event. one of my favorite foods. That's spaghetti. Love tacos and enchiladas. Burritos. Been living off burritos since I was a kid. Clay and Jen said that there are some camping areas in town near there. More information coming soon. Excellent, excellent. Let me know when you have all the details and everything, Jim. And we could get, if you would like, we could, are you co-hosting it? Or just helping them out? I should talk to Rusty Magnets. Tell them to get a hold of me. And get them out to our community too. Okay, co-hosting. I thought you were. So yeah, get the four of you on. You, of course, Beard and Beauty, along with those two, Clay and Jen, and we could have you both, all four of you on, and talk about it and promote it. I heard it was a great time. And there's also the one in Michigan that Heath went to a couple of times with Scuba Sonia and Detroit Magnet Growers. Detroit Magnet Fishers. CRS, I swear, CRS. Alright, everybody, almost an hour, that's about it. I had to let you all know, I've been asked about it. I know other people were asking about it, and it breaks my heart, but I think it's best for this year, because I want to do it my best for what it is, and I'd like to offer a little more. So music is over. Okay. Background music. How about now? Yeah, my mic's all the way up too. I don't know what. Well, maybe not. Can you hear me better now? I don't want to totally blare out your eardrums. Hey, Gold Miner, how you doing? The topic was Flash Bash. Damn, music is so loud I can't hear you. Sorry. Much better now? Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I've had a pretty good day at work today, and I'm planning on going metal detecting with my friend and his other half, which is my friend, Ohio Metal Maven, and nailed at detecting, and hopefully B3 Relic Recovery tomorrow down at some permissions that nailed it detecting and Ohio Metal Maven have. And hopefully I'll be able to do a little sampling in their creek because I will have my gold pans. Gonna get out tomorrow while the getting out's good. Supposed to be warmer tomorrow and whatnot. So I need to get to bed fairly early tonight. I have some things to do besides use the men's room. I'll get a hold of you and Nicole later, Chad. All of you, thank you very much for joining me here for this past hour. Sorry about canceling this year's Flash Bash. Looking forward to seeing all you return from last year, and like to meet a whole lot more at Flash Bash 2024 because I'm going to start working on that even sooner than I would normally. Good night, Jim. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. I have no idea who's live right now. But I hate to rush, but I gotta go to the bathroom, starting and do the pee-pee dance here. So until next time, I'm out of here. Love you all.
Hey, YouTubers and friends, welcome to Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ha ha.